G'day there, it's Duncan here. Today we confront a subject the Western world ignores at its own peril. The rise of Islamic fundamentalism and the expanding ideological reach of Iran's Shia theocracy. This is not about attacking ordinary Muslims who seek peace, freedom and opportunity. You only have to look at the success of the Gulf states, which have become modern economic hubs attracting millions of Western tourists and investors. It is about confronting extremist ideology that happens to be Islam, which glorifies martyrdom, silences dissent and spreads hatred toward the West, democracy, women's and gay rights, and pluralism. Across the Middle East and increasingly inside Western nations, the Iranian regime and its propaganda networks have sought to export a radical worldview designed to divide societies and undermine democratic values. Australian authorities formally listed Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps as a state sponsor of terrorism after intelligence agency linked it to attacks and extremist activities. What should alarm every Westerner is that this Islamic ideology no longer remains confined to Tehran, but through online propaganda, radical preachers, they're already here, intimidation networks and political influence campaigns, Islamic extremist narratives are reaching vulnerable communities across Europe, Australia, Canada and the United States. The warning signs are already here. Former hostages, Iranian dissidents and diaspora communities have repeatedly spoken of harassment, surveillance and intimidation linked to Islamic regime supporters abroad. So the West cannot afford to drift into cultural intimidation, ideological surrender or moral confusion. Freedom of speech, equality before the law, secular democracy and women's rights must be defended without apology, because the struggle facing Australia and the wider Western countries is if democratic societies fail to recognise and confront the forces of Islamic extremism and social decay now, they may soon find themselves fighting for the survival of their civilization itself. And once Iran acquires nuclear weapons, the world could be staring into the abyss of a potential Armageddon.